we got a developer note for December update. So this is for the Korean server, so fresh new info not seen anywhere else. We got some big changes here. So it talks about winter events, it talks about a new monster, which I actually predicted, and it is definitely that monster. And yeah, a lot of other changes, legendary artifacts, various reroll systems, so let's go. First of all, the Christmas events. So this one, we saw sort of a teaser in the global patch notes, not patch notes, but developer note as well. So they're just confirming. So as you can see, the winter attendance event will be held. It will be held for 4 weeks, and it's basically just a login event. There will also be a winter event dungeon. It consists of 12 dungeons and 4 bosses, and if you successfully conquer it, you can obtain winter items. So I think it will be sort of similar to how the what's it called? The 1 year anniversary. Like, there will be a map and there will be various stages that you need to be. I feel like it's gonna be more of a that way, right? And of course, the little baby ice white crystal Naraka egg transmog thing will be available probably as a reward, as there will be some sort of a mission to transport him into the winter festival island. So yeah, this is just some sort of gimmicky winter events. We'll see how they turn out, but yeah, just confirmation that there definitely will be something. And it seems like all of the updates that are listed here will be for the first week in Korea. So that should be, let me just check, December 7th. Possibly December 7th updates, pretty much everything here until the very end. Yeah, so next up, there will be some sort of a summoner gift event where you can deliver gifts to the summoner. So essentially, I guess there will be 4 summoners and they all have favorite gifts, maybe favorite foods, just like the system with the affinity, right? And once you deliver them, you basically get rewards. And again, more confirmation about these 7 shiny Dragon Ball thingies. I don't know, maybe this was a failed translation this time. Again, I'm gonna stick to the fact that it's gonna be a Dragon Ball collab. However, I'm not sure. They haven't confirmed it yet. They do say once you collect 7 of them, you receive a special reward prepared for you. We'll see. Now, legendary skill artifacts. So there are a total of 40 legendary artifacts added this time, and they only selected 10 monster types. So it looks like, I think the way they're doing it is they're gonna make one for fire, water, wind, and then LDs are sort of shared. At least that's from what I understood. Because it's a little bit confusing. So I don't know. There are a total of 4 legend artifacts. They list a full list of monsters, but you can just see them from the images. So Fairy Queens, Monkey Kings, what's he called? Vampire Hunter Sylphs, and then Nav 4s. So Mystic Witch, Martial Cat, Vagabond, and Hug. I haven't seen anyone use like any of these Nav 4s, especially in PvP, right? And for the Nav 5s, they're also not that popular. Okay, Monkey King, very good. Light one, Water one, super good. Sylphs, maybe Wind, right? This guy, maybe Water. So it's very odd that like one of the most unpopular units are getting them. But yeah. And yeah, pickup will be conducted for each attribute and can be acquired and inline added with the Fairy Queen. Yes, Fairy Queen is the new monster that is being added. Not just the light and dark ones, all elements. We have skill preview below, so we will get to that in just a second. But yeah, only artifacts of the same attribute can be worn. However, considering the difficulty of acquiring light and dark, only artifacts can be acquired including light and darkness without discrimination of probability. So I'm guessing they mean that the drop rate of artifacts, like all elements, will be exactly the same or something, because the way you obtain this artifact is a little bit different. So look at this. Legendary artifacts can be obtained through summoning in the altar of summoning, or through hero artifact synthesis. So you can combine purple tier artifacts, but you can also summon them somehow. So very interested to see how that will work out. And now, new monster skills. Okay, well, before that, there's another small note. 3 new hero type artifacts will be added. Now, disregard that. Fairy Queens. And we have a teaser of their skills. So, fire attribute support types dispel and restore all debilitating effects, increase attack power, and cast resurrection. So, cleanse, restore all debilitating effects. Restore, does that mean cleanse? Restore is a very interesting word to choose for it, especially when you already have a cleanse before it. So, looks like a cleanse of all effects, increases attack power, and a revive buff, right? It's either a revive or a revive buff, like Soul Protect or whatever. Cleanse and attack buff is a very powerful combo. And revive or Soul Protect on top of that, that is pretty scary. Okay, water attribute support removes and restores all weakening effects. So, oh, you know what? Debilitating could be just CC effects. Again, the translation is a bit wonky. All weakening effect is for sure like any debuff. It reduces the summoner's skill cooldown and increases the summoner's ultimate gauge. So full cleanse, summoner skill cooldown, and ultimate gauge. It's like a reverse Diana. Instead of stripping buffs, you now cleanse buffs. And you get ultimate gauge. That could be... That's huge. That's huge. Okay, wind attribute support type removes immunity and applies oppression. Another oppression unit, we love that. Removes one strengthening effect from the target and in arenas and occupation battle. If the opponent casts a cooltime reduction effect, their own cooltime is also reduced. So it's another like cooldown buffer counter. Because oppression does the same thing. Then she looks like... Wait, no! Wait. Does this mean that if someone uses Eleonora to reduce cooldowns, her own cooldowns get reduced as well? So it's like she is on their team. Or maybe your whole team is on their team. So someone uses Eleonora and not only their team gets reduced, but your whole team gets reduced. Oh, that is nuts. That is nuts. Okay, now light and dark, the ones we actually get. Light attribute support type removes and restores all debilitating effects and grants all allies increased attack power and immunity. Yep, just as expected. Attack power and immunity. Very, very similar to how she was in Sky Arena. And that is huge. That is very, very, very huge. And the dark attribute support type uses the Fairy Blessing, which grants silence. It reduces the summoner's ultimate gauge, heals allies, and removes one target strengthening effect, and causes team member stamina to drop below a certain percentage in arenas and occupation battles. Wait, what? The mask also casts the Fairy Blessing. Whoa, that is so confusing. Okay, so first of all, strip. Strip, heal allies, reduce ultimate gauge, and strip and silence into one skill. Ooh. And causes team members stamina to drop below a certain percentage. That is very odd. Because it says team member, it's not enemy, so it's not damage. It's like self-damage, right? And causes team members stamina to drop below a certain percentage in arenas and occupation battles. That is a very confusing skill. Strip and silence sounds OP, but the rest of the... I'm very confused about this sentence. Very confused, I don't know. And now, come to us. Come to us. You have to make a great patch and make it shit with a certain sentence. I'm sorry, but I can't stand this. A story about the Fire Fairy Queen summon has been added. You must own the Fire Fairy Queen to proceed. No, just give free monsters again, bro. Like, what is the point of this? You just have to ruin. Like, if you didn't do the story, Like, we would receive less rewards, but you wouldn't get so much hate. Now you just... Whatever. We move. Every week you will be able to test the Fairy Queen's abilities in the Garden of Fire, Water, Wind Trials. The Garden Trials is a dungeon where you can use the fire. Yep, so we'll be able to test out the skills. If they come out in Korea first, I will definitely test them out in that dungeon. And now Galagos Changes. So, since this is a complete rework, I want to read it in a lot of detail, and this is pretty cool. I mean, for the image, you're seeing Summoner's Hair? Yes, these are the top 3 summoners who cleared the Galagos fastest. So, if you get rank 1, your summoner will be displayed here. How sick is that? So, Galagos, the existing 1-month season will be changed to a 3-month period, so once every 3 months only. Floor restrictions and map selections will be removed, and rankings will be added based on the fastest clears. So, the method of selecting 30 types of summons upon entry has been removed, and all summons of 3-star or higher can be used during the season, instead requiring a variety of summons. Runes and artifacts are balanced so that they are not required. So, you don't even need the runes, it looks like, to play with this. So, that's very interesting. Therefore, elements that interfere with the convenience of automatic combat, such as system and traps that allow difficulty adjustment in the Code of Magic, have been removed, and relics selected upon completing the strategy has also been reorganized, allowing new relic cards to be acquired. So, looks like there will be new buff cards, and look at that, they are improving auto mode. So previously auto mode was, it's good if you can do the stage, but you would die a lot to various like traps, if you stand on fire, if you stand on spikes, all of that. So looks like they wanna make auto a little bit better and are removing that stuff, right? And also, wait, Galagos Pass! We don't need a Battle Pass for everything, bro. We do not need a Battle Pass for everything. What's next? Okay, TOA is gonna be next, I swear. I swear, TOA Pass will be next. With the Galagos Pass, the total amount of basic rewards has been increased, and additional rewards can be received depending on the number of floors reached and ranking. Honestly, I'm just thinking. The fourth Summoner Pass, right? 10 euros for the Summoner, 10 euros for the Arena Pass, like 18 euros for the Battlefield. We already have to pay 38 just for Summoner Passes monthly, by the way. This is not a single time person, monthly. Now you're gonna add a Galagos Pass, and you best believe that will be expensive, because that has like the best rewards. Nice. I'm not mad, I'm just very surprised that they're still going for the passes. But yeah, also, a cool thing for newbies, not just for newbies, everyone will get this event, but there will be some sort of a 14-day lucky summon event where you can have a 100% chance at getting any 5-star unit you want. So basically you select it and then you work towards it. So that is very cool. It's available, it's like meant to progress for new summoners, but everyone else who is playing will also get it as well. And now some siege changes, which is actually massive and might actually change the meta a lot, like a lot. So, a system for summoners who have somewhat low combat to attack the opponent, even if you fail the attack. If you meet the conditions, you can give motivation reduction to the defense. So this means that total HP of opponents placed at bases with reduced motivation is reduced and accumulates over a maximum of 3 levels, providing assistance when trying again. So basically, if you fail an attack, the next attack, as long as you did some decent damage, will be easier. So there's no longer bases where they are impossible to kill if you have no units at all. As long as you do some damage, you will definitely be able to kill those bases. So this might eliminate quite a lot of teams from Siege completely. Like, we have a lot of very tanky teams, we have a lot of very like nukes heavy teams, right? And I feel like those super tanky teams will definitely take a hit from this, because the whole thing is out-healing the opponent, right? And if you can't out-heal it because you have lower HP, that might just not be a strategy anymore. So that is pretty sick, And we're not done. the ability to recreate Hextech has been added. So Hextech system is the one, like the whole magic deck I made several videos about already. So they are adding the system to reroll your gems, your books, once per item. However, look at the requirements. With the addition of the casting, the magic engineering level is expanded to level 16. 6 was already a grind, and we're doing 16 now? That's nuts. And for magic engineering 12, you can obtain a silver artifact sealing orb, which is an artifact summoning ticket. So basically, you need to level up the Magitech system to level 12 in order to start getting legendary artifacts, it looks like, as a reward from casting jackpot. So previously I was gonna say you only need to use that Magitech system if you really wanna grind like legendary books and all of that. Apart from that, there isn't much like exclusive stuff you get, apart from, I believe, summoner transformation potions. Now you kind of need to grind, because legendary artifacts should be a huge game changer here. Also, Summoner Pact Act 2 quests have been added, so this is those where you got a lot of free rewards like 5-star selection tickets, all of that. So it can be completed through legendary 6-star equipment, legendary 6-star runes, attribute exploration skills. What is that? I'm quite curious to that. Celestial Tower, so this is basically spires, and strengthening artifacts of hero or higher. So quest definitely doesn't seem impossible. So like, you already probably have 6-star legendary equipment, 6-star legendary runes. Spires, I have a feeling you have done quite a lot of. Strengthening artifacts of hero or higher, I mean, everyone has hero artifacts by now, you just get a lot from events. So yeah, definitely shouldn't be too impossible, and hopefully we get some decent rewards, yeah. And yeah, also information on the top 10 summoners who achieved a higher score through Guild Breakthrough Bell. So I believe Guild Breakthrough is the Guild Infinite raid. So basically the top 10 people who got this higher score will get some sort of a headgear, which is kinda cool. Might actually compete for that. We'll see how the competition is there. Now for my Transmog lovers, we got new transmogs for the summoners. The Winter Sleep Pajamas. Kinda cool. This is the first transmog where I can say Cleave actually doesn't look scuffed, right? So yeah, pretty cool transmogs. These should come out next week in Korea, so we'll see when they come out in global. There's also some quality of life improvements, so there's some changes to how runes look based on whether they have a gem, not the gem, like a book or effect stone applied. So basically, this is probably how it looks like without any. This is probably how it looks like with either a book or a effect stone applied. And then this one is probably how it looks like with both applied. So yeah, pretty cool. Just some quality of life changes. But yeah, apart from that, we have some more plans. So as you can see, they did say this is the plan for next week's update. So everything you read will be available next week. It's not throughout 2 weeks or 3 weeks, right? And in the 3rd week of December, which is potentially 21st of December, Summoner and Summon balance adjustments. So we'll get a balance patch, a Summon Lab. A Summon Lab, what is that? And a Christmas event are scheduled. Nice. Love that. So pretty good changes. Legendary artifacts, sick. More rewards, sick. Galagos Changes, love that. Fire Fairy Queen story being locked behind having a Fire Fairy Queen. Hate that. Fire Queens, new monsters, love that. We'll check them out. But yeah, that's about it, and peace.